Hey guys, Horatio here, and this is the third plush in our 5-part series of Jakks Pacific Plush Line 14. Today we're going to go over Happiny, yet another Gen 4 Pokemon, and Happiny does evolve into Chansey. It is Chansey's baby evolution. It's probably my least favorite in the series. It's kind of derpy looking. But yay, pink ball thing. Happiny. Alrighty, so here we are. As I mentioned, Happiny is probably my least favorite plush from the series, and that comes from several reasons. The first of which, I personally am not very fond of baby Pokemon. There are a few that I do really enjoy, but in general, I feel like it got a little bit too crazy, and Happiny is probably my least favorite of the baby Pokemon. And then the second reason is this Pokemon exemplifies all of the issues Jakks seems to be facing with their patterning in this series. It's really a poorly patterned plush, so that's kind of a shame. So let's go over its issues and its benefits. The first really big issue is that its feet are uneven. You can see that one foot is placed higher. That makes it really hard to stand up. You can see them from the bottom right there. There's this seam right here is the middle line, so you can see that this one's almost twice as far away as it should be. That's the first primary issue. The secondary issue is the egg right here. It's actually a pocket, and I feel like the flat egg, they should have either done a 3-dimensional egg or just had white fabric sewn to it. The fact that it's a pocket is kind of unnecessary, and it looks really, really odd. That kind of pocket goes all around it on this, which should have been finished at the top, in my opinion. That should have been sewn on. Let's bring it up, though, and take a look at it from top to bottom. The embroidery is, of course, very nice. We've got the cheeks, some nice little embroidery on the eyes, and I like its little smirk. This little tuft of hair is alright. It's a little bit lopsided, actually. It's kind of a sloppy plush, actually. If it weren't tilted to the side, that bit of hair would be good. I mentioned that I don't like this, that especially if you turn it to the side, it looks totally weird. I do like that its arms are separate. You can see, I can work my fingers behind it, so it is holding that. And that's nice, but because of the egg, I want to say could have been done better. One of the really big issues with this line of plushes is in the patterning. And right here, for example, I guess you can call this its scrunchie, really should have been a completely separate piece. But the way they did the patterning, they tried to make it all like a uniform strip, if that makes sense, just like with Bunnyree's ear. So if you were to cut this open, you would see that there's actually a hole. And what it should have been done is the scrunchie and the ponytail should have been separate pieces that were added to the rounded head, rather than being sewn in and sharing the stuffing with the rounded head. They should have been separate pieces that were sewn on, and it looks really strange in the back. And you can see how it looks like it's part of Happiny. But if we look at the illustration on the tag, it looks like it's a scrunchie. So that's a really big issue. The stitching detail on its ponytail is nice. Get a good look at that. And the minky fabric is very nice. But overall, this plush has a lot of issues that really should have been resolved. So, like I said, this is my least favorite plush. This kind of exemplifies the laziness that Jakks had a tendency to show in previous plush releases, but that they've really been improving in their later releases, and it's a shame to see this guy thrown in with so many really well-done plushes in this lineup of plushes. So, I personally would say, unless you're a really, really big Happiny fan, this one's not worth it. Alrighty, so this is Horatio signing out. and I will see you guys at the next review.